What's up, kiddos? Hey, I got a new one for you. See, this is good enough on its own, but you know what it needs? That's right, another one. So I'm gonna put both of those together. But why stop there, right? I mean, we could go all in. So we're just gonna do that. And now we have the trifecta. It's perfect. It's amazing. It's affordable. And oh, wait, there's not enough room for us to put any bonus content since it's all on one disc. What do I care? It's just for the desperate housewives that need to keep their kids' attention for more than 2 hours, right? You know what's better than buying a movie? Buying another movie, and then putting both of them together to get whatever it is you get. I mean, Home Alone 1 was great, and Home Alone 2 was decent. But do I really want to put them both together for the low price of, I don't know, $11? At that point, I now consider it highway robbery. I suppose it goes without saying that DVD bundles are just bound to happen at any point in time, right? I mean, say you're a desperate parent, be it single or not, and you work from home and you need something to keep your kid entertained for 2 hours or more, right? Well, that seems to be an easy option. You just give them a DVD, put it in there, and it has like 3 or 2 extra movies for them to watch and for you to sit down and get some work done with, right? Well, yes, but also no. There's all kinds of DVD bundles out there that are all different and vast in their own unique ways, shapes, and forms. And the problem with that is that there's just too many to choose from. You could consider movie collections as well as seasonal collections or just straight out series collections of TV shows or cartoons to be part of this, but I don't. The reason for this is because they're not DVD bundles. While they do share similarities, they are far from DVD bundles. See, these kinds of collections include multiple different DVDs, each containing a season or two on that DVD. That is what we call resourceful. See, DVD bundles don't have that. Instead, the 3 or 2 movies are all stored on one disc, and there's barely anything else that goes along with that. Granted, while seasonal collections of shows as well as movie collections are the same, they typically have very different features as well as looks to them, whereas DVD bundles, they just don't. And this is where I differ when it comes to DVD bundles. Because on the one hand, I can understand why one wants it and one doesn't. Just like I said before, if you're a busy parent and you need something to distract your kid, or perhaps you're a collector, and this is the only way you can get it because it's resourceful. That I can understand. What I cannot understand is how you can fit all of something onto one disc and expect it to be good with no bonus features. You're trying to sell these things to kids after all. Kids have a very short attention span, and when the movie's over and they have nothing else to look at or explore, they're gonna pester their parents. And when I say pester, I mean pester. I can't complain too much about these. I mean, the first ever DVD bundle I ever owned was VeggieTales Heroes of the Bible. Surprisingly, this one was very good for having one story that everyone agrees is the worst. The reason I bring this up is because I believe it's the definitive answer to what a good DVD bundle should be. Wondering what I mean? I am too, because I haven't looked at this in so long. So let's boot it up and see what we can find. Oh, this just looks awesome! Granted, it's very limited what it has, but still, awesome! See, this is what you should do with a DVD bundle. Sure, it may look very lacking with what it doesn't have, but really, it's a DVD bundle. This is probably one of the best things your child is going to be able to look at and appreciate. And now, let's look at another one that I owned in my youth. I'm sure this one will be the same, if not better. I mean, come on, this is years later down the line, and the same company that made this one. I'm sure all they had to go from here was up. No. Just no. The reason you saw what you just saw was because the menu screen was so boring that it's not on the internet. And don't blame me for being cheap, the point still stands. It's a shame, especially considering all the ones that came before this. Like the other one that I owned, this giant Larry Boy package, was probably one of the best ones you could ever get in your life. I mean, this thing had the Fib from Outer Space, the Rumor Weed, Dave and the Giant Pickle, and all 4 episodes of the Cartoon Adventures of Larry Boy, which, while did technically falter, was like DVD bundle inception. I mean, 4 DVDs, and you tell me that one DVD has 4 extra episodes on it? That's a whole other can of worms right there. And I'm not even gonna mention how cheap it was. And considering all that, it makes sense why one would react like this. Come on! So overall, do I believe DVD bundles should have more style, flair, and of course personality, since they're trying to sell it to an audience that doesn't even know it's an audience yet? Of course! I mean, come on, that's obvious! But at the same time, I guess I understand why things are the way they are. I mean, this is just for parents to keep their kids entertained for a few hours, as I've said probably a billion times in this video. So, what else is there for me to say about this? No matter what, though, the most crucial thing to remember with these DVD bundles is that the people who want you to buy this will always have some sort of gimmick that will make you waste a lot of money. That's why I own a lot of them and why I can't figure out my financial troubles. I really should get a lawyer.